Beads, beads, and more beads. We have a deal for you today. So because it's been such a crazy time for me and my family and just our whole company, we've had a lot happen this fall. We really didn't have a chance to plan a big to-do for a Black Friday or for Small Business Saturday or for Cyber Monday, which are usually pretty big days for us. Typically, you guys may remember, I always do a huge live sale on Cyber Monday. This is Sarah, by the way. Here, let me focus that in. Hi, everybody. So usually I do a big live sale on Cyber Monday. Obviously, with everything going on with my family, we had to postpone our live sales for a while. So when Kristen said that she also was feeling not well today, I decided that I would jump on here and give you guys an extra special deal for viewers only. We aren't going to post this in our email. We aren't going to post it on social media other than in this video. So for our beloved viewers who watch us regularly, either here live or watch the replay after, we are giving you a coupon code for our entire beads category, 25% off. That coupon is Merry, MERRY. We want you guys to be merry for the season that is coming up. And also, since last Wednesday, all beading wire has been on sale, 25% off. So you can get a double doozy on your order today. So good to see all of you guys too. It has been hectic around here. We have 2 more weeks of radiation and chemo for my husband, 2 of 6 weeks. So he's 2/3 of the way through and a day as of today. So that feels really good. And he's doing okay. I just got them all settled in downstairs and they're watching Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So I have about 45 minutes. before you'll hear the sound of pitter patter running up the stairs. So good to see all of you. I've missed all of you so much. I also jumped at the chance to come live today because I just want to bead, frankly. And honestly, I have a bunch of beads here from our website. Some of these may have sold out. I'm a little out of the loop, but I think a lot of them are still online. So these are the kinds of beads you can go find at softflexcompany.com to get 25% off. We have sports beads. Although I did see an email today, and maybe whoever it was from is here asking about buying some sports beads. I don't think they may be buying us out of one of these sports beads. So we've got those. If you've got a sports fan in your life and you're making holiday jewelry for them, you can grab those on sale. Very affordable. These came in recently, so I'd be surprised if they were sold out, but they're really pretty. So I also wouldn't be surprised if they're sold out. It could go either way. And I was thinking how these 2 colors together give me such a vintage Christmas vibe. They'd be really pretty to do on an ornament. So I may have to play around with that at some point as well. But I think this beautiful turquoise with the red is gorgeous. So we got those. We have 7mm check glass in a ton of different colors. Whoop, what happened? Here we go. So good to see you too. Yes, my husband's okay. It's hard. I can't talk about it without crying, so I, don't talk about it too much. But you can go to our Caring Bridge website to keep up with everything that's happening. And he is definitely in good spirits and excited to be through with radiation and chemo and have a break for Christmas. It's going to be a really, really special Christmas for us around here. So we've got the 7mm. Look how pretty those are in the light. Gorgeous. Lots of different colors, like every color you can probably think of we've got it in the 7mm size. So go check those out for sure. And gosh, those just look so pretty. I got a new phone, by the way. So I'm maybe kind of ogling at how great the video looks on my new phone. Do you guys notice a difference? I kind of see it. The owner of Soft Flex actually came over and took my old phone to the phone store and got me a new phone because I couldn't spare the time to go sit at the phone store. So it was really, really generous of him to take the time to do that for me. Okay, I'm so curious why the camera is doing that. Is it switching cameras? I don't know. Interesting. Did you see it kind of flash over? It does look pretty good. I feel like it made a difference. I mean, I had that phone for like 4 years. So, it was old. It was definitely not the latest technology, and now I'm kind of updated. I'm pretty sure we still have these beautiful tanzanite colored check glass. You can find those in the beads category at a discount. I saw one of these sold out. It might be this one. Might be this one. Man, that camera looks good. Thank you for the prayers, everybody. We will take prayers. We will take meditations, chants, positive energy, whatever you've got, please channel it towards us. We will take it. Awesome. So those are in the beads category. We added these fancy drops this year. Those are there. You can get all of these 25% off using that coupon code. So for the beading wire, you need no coupon code. I believe it's automatic. Is that right, Damien? Yeah, but for the beads, you have to put in coupon code Mary, and that is a viewer only discount because you guys show up and hang out with us, even on the fly, like on a Cyber Monday at 3 o'clock Pacific time. You are here. You get the special discount. We also have some of these. These I think are even on closeout, so you might get like a double discount on these Christmassy colors. So that's kind of fun. Grab those. The arabesque beads come in 5 different colors. You can find those. Look at that beautiful blue and that raspberry. And then, of course, I'm a sucker for black and turquoise, or my basic colors. I know. I love that I'm getting good details. It's amazing what a new camera will do for you. We have a ton of 4mm. Is this 4 or 3mm? Like they're 4s. I have a ton of 4mm beads too in lots of different colors. So check those out as well. Lots of cool beads. Not only this, but also the gemstone beads. I assume are also all on sale. Is that right, Damien? All of our gemstones, we've got spinel, we've got garnet and turquoise. I mean, just like a live sale, you can go through and cherry pick. The pictures do not do these things justice. And in fact, if you're worried about something, email Rosa at softflexcompany.com and ask if she can get you a better picture, because she can do that. So this sale is only good through Tuesday night. So only good through tomorrow night. So do not miss out on it. Use that coupon code Mary to get that 25% off on all of the beads, gemstones, check glass, antler. Oh gosh, we've got CZs, we've got ceramics, all sorts of things. So get in there and get that discount, and then get your wire while you're at it, because you're going to need lots of Soft Flex to string up those beads. So this is the Birds of the Feather kit, right, everybody? I need in the comments for you to confirm that I'm so out of it because of everything going on at home. I have this kit here. I think it's Birds of a Feather, but I'm not certain. I also have this one, which I think is gingerbread. It's a very robust kit, whatever it is. It's got a lot in it. But this is Birds of a Feather. Melissa says yes. Oh, Cindy says yes. Okay, so I never opened this kit. I thought it was a great day. I cannot believe we still have some of these, but we still have some of these in the shop. This would make a fantastic present for somebody for Christmas. So I'm going to open this kit and we're going to make something with it because I didn't get to open it on kit day. And then hopefully if everything goes well, I will be back Wednesday to open the gingerbread design kit, which is this big fella here, which you can also still order at softflexcompany.com. And that would make a great gift as well, especially if you're going to give a gift, a Christmas gift early to somebody. It would be fun to give them the gingerbread kit because then they can make stuff for Christmas. But this, if you're just giving a gift, like to get someone into beading, get them one of these kits and then just get them the basic cutters and crimping pliers. And then maybe add some more beads since we have all these beads on sale. You know, add a couple strands of fire polish, or maybe they're a big fan of red or turquoise or soccer. You know, we've got a little bit of everything for everyone. So you can kind of mix and match, but start with the kit as a base for the present. And it's going to give them a lot of stuff to play around with. Let's see what we've got over here. Brenda says the gingerbread kit is so cute. Love the charms. Ooh, I like that one too. Terry says the only beater on my list is me. I love that. You should give yourself gifts. Let's see. Anything else? Sarah is wondering if she can just direct deposit her paycheck to Soft Flex. Sure. We'll take direct deposit. Oh, Cindy's saying she likes the bird beads and the owl beads if they aren't sold out. Yes. I wonder if I still have those there, if I ever got those. At some point, they kind of cut me off because I'm not using stuff right now. Bird lovers would love this kit. That's so smart, Cindy. I love that. Okay, let's see what we got in here. So did everybody have a good Thanksgiving if you're here in America? I know there's some of you watching from some other places, and you maybe just had a good Thursday. But the rest of you who are here, did you have a good Thanksgiving? I would love to hear all about it. Okay, so this kit has got a mixture of some fun things. These are one of my favorite things in here. These are so luxe. They're such a pretty blue color. Oh, they're so good. Really, really pretty. Lovely deep dark blue. And they're table cut, so they just look fantastic. And then we've got a gray, a little bit bigger than the ones I was just showing you, I think. Oh, maybe the same, 4 millimeter. Those are fun. A little bit of gold and the gold and cranberry and the pinch bead. And then a turquoise round. This kit had such a pretty image that we used because Kristen and I always pick an image as our theme whenever we're doing a video. Had such a pretty image of a bird. Looks like kind of an amulet. Is that what you call it? Like a cabochon that's, you know, on like a metal backing. And it was like this beautiful deep dark blue bird that had little turquoise like tips on its wings. I love these. These are what someone had mentioned. We had these in the shop at one point. Damien, do we have any of these little bird coin beads left? Take a look and see if we do. They're so super sweet. And I think we added them in a few different colors. Looks like you guys all ate a ton. Yes, the ceramic bead mystery mixes are in the bead category. They are. I actually have those. I just saw those. Oh, right here. Yes, each bead mix is different and you can get them in different sizes. I feel like the biggest size may be sold out, but I've got the two smaller sizes still, I think is what happened. And it's a mixture of ceramic beads. They're super fun. That would make a great gift too, like a little stocking stuffer of beads with a 10-foot spool of Soft Flex would be super, super fun. Let's see what we got. Everybody ate too much. Well, let me tell you, for as stressful as everything has been here at our house, we had a really fantastic Thanksgiving. I feel like I made the best Thanksgiving meal I've ever made. Everything turned out just like how I wanted it to. We've got some ear wires, we've got a clasp, we've got some crimps in here, and they are gold-filled crimps. They are not cheap. Oh, we've got a little branch. That's kind of fun to like hang things from. We've got a bird connector from Tierra Cast. That's also kind of fun. I could see this like kind of connecting below that would be interesting. We've got some rounds, and then we've got a fantastic Jesse James bead mix. Let me get a bead tray to pour that out. I feel like I channeled, I don't know, my inner Julia Child or something. I really like cooking, so when people were like, "Oh, you're not going to cook for Thanksgiving," I was like, "What? Yeah, of course I am." Like, I'm not giving up cooking for Thanksgiving. What are we talking about? And it doesn't really stress me out because I'm just feeding my family. So if things don't turn out, I feel okay with it. Like my 4-year-old literally ate a banana and a slice of cheese for Thanksgiving dinner because that's what he eats. So I don't have to like really impress anyone except for myself, right? Except for myself. Look at how pretty this mix is. I don't know if we have more of these mixes, but if we do, I imagine they're in the beads category and you can get 25% off on them. Tonight only through tomorrow. Ends at midnight Tuesday. Use coupon code Mary. Is that a real stone in there? What in the heck? Or is that a synthetic? Can't tell. I think it might be real. I think these might be real stones. Look at that one. It's got these cute little leaves. Those are pretty. Oh, are those little birds? Look at the little birds. Those are adorable. Love them. These almost look like they could be a little nest. It's fun. A little bit of sparkle. Can't have a Jessie. Ooh, 2-hole beads. Ooh, some super duos. That's fun. That touch of red is pretty. I'm loving that. Okay, so the way our mystery design kits work is once we open them, which this was opened at the end of last month by Kristen, you have a month to post pictures of your designs. I think today is the day that Thomas usually picks the winners. Is that right, Damien? He usually picks the winners and posts them tomorrow from the design challenge. So, but you can get in on the next design challenge with the gingerbread kit, which I open on Wednesday. And bonus, if you've never seen one of our kits before, join our Soft Flex Very Important Beading Studio group on Facebook and just scroll through and you will see designs made with all these same beads in lots of different varieties to give you ideas of what you should make for your design. I'm going to dump this out over here. And it came with 10 feet of the dark blue lapis Soft Flex. Kristen was probably super happy about that. I'm kind of glad she got to open this kit because this has a very Kristen feel to it, even though it's got that touch of turquoise that I love. This is almost like a perfect mixture of something Kristen and I would both love to use. Oh, good. Amanda says she was so happy with this kit. Becky says she spotted one that looks like Dalmatian Jasper. Pun intended, Jackie or Becky. You spotted it. I thought those were feathers. Oh, maybe this is intended to be a feather. I guess it could go either way. It could be a feather or a leaf. I do like that a lot. It's so pretty. Well, let's see. Should I go traditional and only use what's in the kit like I normally would? Or should I branch out and use, pun intended, and use some craft wire? Because I kind of like the idea of like attaching this and then having some charms coming down from it. But I don't know. How did you guys all use the branch? I'm going to have to go through and see what you've done with it. Was it a challenge to have a branch that has no holes in it? Did you feel challenged by that? I feel a little challenged looking at it. I kind of like the challenge. Melissa says I should branch out. we're just full of like the Thanksgiving Day jokes today, huh? Like the bad pun jokes. Wire wrapped it, made it into a pendant. Go wild. I used craft wire. All right, I'll do whatever I want today. Thank you for the artistic license. Let's see. I'm thinking 22 gauge is good. Pulling that out. 22 gauge comes in many different colors. We've got copper. We've got black. I'm looking for my gold or my antique brass color. Green, if you do any holiday stuff, green is helpful. Magenta is also a great holiday color. It's really pretty. Silver. Of course, the gold colors are at the bottom. Blue. This might be a fun color to use. Vintage bronze. That could be really pretty and kind of go in with the color. The dark blue could be really pretty too. So I'm going to get that one out as well. Either of those colors would be fun. I don't believe the craft wire is on sale, just the beading wire, right, Damien? So, of course, I'm going to use the thing that's not on sale. But maybe I'll use the beading wire to string up the back end after I make a little bit of a pendant here. Let's see. So we've got vintage bronze. I'm using the 22 gauge. It's kind of just a good all-around gauge. I like it a lot. I really liked this bird. I'm wondering if I should do something like that. This is pretty though. Is it too much of a metal departure? Does it look too bright? Kind of like to do things in threes because I have 3 kids. So it's kind of fun when I can do something in a set of 3. I also like things that jingle. So I'm trying to decide if I want to make it so that this is looped big enough that these can kind of jingle and jangle around and maybe attach on the ends. Or if I want to attach from the bottom straight down and attach these in a more direct manner. I'm wondering, will it sit nicely if I attach it that way? For those of you that have never watched one of my live shows, this is what I do. I take everything out and then I kind of hem and haw over what I'm going to do for roughly 10 minutes. And then and then I make something and usually it works out. Sometimes it doesn't, but I learned something along the way every single time. Ooh, those are kind of pretty right there. Oh. I mean, it would be easier just to directly attach it down here, obviously. Let's do the middle and see what happens. And I think I might use the blue. Are these blues? Those blues are really close. I don't think I ever realized how close they are. That's awesome. I think I might use the blue. It's a pretty color. And I don't use it very often. Although this matches really well if you are into matching your wire with your design. Oh, don't you have 3 birds in your mix? Are there 3 birds in there? Let me look. That would be perfect. I don't know. I might. Let me get my tools out that I'm going to use. Leaf, no component unused. I love it. Let's see. Could you hang a chain segment off the bottom for the leaves? Yes, definitely. Yeah. Oh, it's good to see that you're here as well. It's nice to be here. It's nice to have the ability to be here right now. I'm enjoying it. It's nice to touch and feel beads. So I'm going to look and see if I have 3 little birdies. Oh. No. Back to the screen. Oh, there are 3 little birdies. Oh, that's so fun. There's more than 3. There's 4 of them, 5 of them, 6 of them. There's 6 little birdies, but I would probably want 3 for my kids. Those are cute. Yeah, you could do the little birds if you wanted. Would be super cute. And then that almost looks like a mother up here. Oh man, that's adorable. I might have to go for that. And use the leaves. These leaves make a really good, or feathers, whichever they are, they make a really good bottom to an earring because they're so pretty and they're long and they have a nice weight to them. But I think this is kind of a fun idea. So I'm going to go for this. Okay, so I'm going to start by connecting at the bottom. Then I'm going to wrap around my branch. And then I'm probably going to come down, add a bead, and then connect my first bird. That's going to be how I do it to begin. And then we'll see what we do for the 2 birds on the side. And if it turns out, it turns out. If not, the worst case scenario is you tear it apart, you start all over. Oh, good. I see some votes for birds. Oh, I love Maria likes the color I'm choosing. Thank you, Maria. Thank you again for that sweet little present that you sent me. Okay. So I want to make a big enough loop, bend a 90-degree angle, go around to the side, and then we'll slide on. This little component was so sweet. I cannot believe we don't have tiara cast anymore, but it connects in 4 spots. So that gives you a lot of options for which way it faces, how you use it. You can use it in an earring or a bracelet or a pendant like I am. Just lots and lots of options. I'm going to just hold on to that beautiful loop that I created so that it stays in that shape and then just wrap around the base. of my wire. And I can go ahead and find my cutters and just trim off that little bit of extra. It's not needed. Okay, I need a pretty long piece because I don't know what I'm making yet. So when in doubt, get a very long piece of wire. And again, you can test it out. And if it doesn't work out, you can always come back and use a different length of wire. You know, wire is not that expensive that you can't kind of play around and see how it works. I don't know if I need this loop to be tighter on here for this to work, but we're going to give it a try kind of in a loose fashion here and see what happens. So I'm going to wrap over and I'm going to look kind of for the center. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing has to be perfect. I'm going to wrap to the other side and then back again and then back again. And that way I'm getting kind of an even stability on my branch. And that'll do me good. In fact, I think I might even, now that I'm looking at this, I might even just cut this off and loop into the wire down here rather than trying to, let me go one more, rather than trying to go back to the center. So I'm going to come around the back and I'm going to trim and then tuck in that end. And that's what I have so far. And that does look like it's hanging fairly centered. I don't have anything hanging on it yet. So that'll be the tricky part. I feel like this is one of these science lessons that I've been doing with the kids, like on balances, like weights and measures. what is gonna like balance on this branch of mine? Do I have a preference in cutters? I do. I used to always use a beautiful pair of cutters made by Tronics. They made cutters for Soft Flex for years, but then they decided to up the price so much that they were no longer really affordable for the jewelry industry. So I now use these Italian flush cutters. You can find them on the Soft Flex Company website. They're very affordable. They're only about 30 bucks. But they deceivingly get into small places with the tip. They're pretty strong. I haven't replaced them in a pretty long time, and I do a lot of cutting of craft wire and beading wire. But don't use like memory wire on them or anything like super duper heavy. Do stick to something, you know, that's not too bad. So that's what I suggest. So let's see if we can slide in here even. Is that even a possibility? Or am I asking for too much? Asking for too much, I see. Okay, well, in that case, I'll probably come in with this new wire, but I'll come in freshly in the center so that I keep it even. And I could go up this back area, actually. The lovely thing about wire is it's so forgiving. It's really, really forgiving. And it gives you a lot of opportunity to play around with it, especially in the places like the back where nobody sees it. It's pretty great. Okay, so I just slid up the back and now I'm just going to do a quick wrap. And then I'll choose a bead. So in the front, that's going to just look like this. I'm going to choose a bead to string there. And then I'll attach that middle bird at the bottom. So let me straighten out this wire. What bead do I want? So this is where you got to think a little bit more about your overall color of design. I'm really digging these, so I would love to use these. I'd love to use these. I'd probably love to use these. Pretty much everything. I'll use a little bit of everything. I like the touch of red too. So I like the idea of having the super duos kind of mixed in. That could be really fun. So what part of that would I want to bring down here in front? I probably want like, I don't want anything that's going to also overpower your bird. So something that's on the simpler side is probably going to be the best. So I'm thinking maybe something like this with these little turquoise beads around it might be pretty. Let's try that. The nice thing about 22 gauge as well is that it is, let me cinch that down a little bit. 22 gauge, it fits a lot of beads. So it's really nice to work with on a project like this. Did anybody do any Thanksgiving weekend binge watching? Obviously, because my husband's been not well, and actually my 4-year-old as well has not been well. We've been watching a lot of TV shows. So I'm rewatching Man for All Kind because my husband didn't watch it with me the first time. So we're rewatching that together, and that's been a lot of fun. But I'm curious, what are you guys finding out there that you're watching? Okay, so the bird is going to face this direction. So I want my ring to face, why is this turning like that all of a sudden? I think it's just the way I'm holding it. Okay, I want my ring to face this direction. So 90-degree angle over the top. Switch it around, slide that sweet little bird on there, whichever way you want it to sit. Cute little bird, and then and wrap that back up. I feel like I did something back here that's making this not sit as well as I want it to. I tightened up the little loop and then I don't know, I'm not liking it. Okay, I'm just going to tighten that little end down. And there we go. We've got our bird, got our branch, and then our baby bird. And I'm just going to mess with this to feel good about it. I think it's okay. Okay, so next up, I wanted to add my other little baby birds because I have 3 baby birds in my family. So this is where I'll have to decide how I go about doing that so that it feels similar to that center, which is kind of a messy wrap. Oh, I love parenthood. Isn't it so good? So heartwarming. That's a really good one. Anybody else watching any good shows? Watching a show and beading is always fun. So coupon code Mary is good on the Soft Flex Company website. 25% off the entire bead category. Only good today for Cyber Monday and tomorrow, which we will now call Cyber Tuesday. And you can also get your beading wire 25% off at the same time today and tomorrow. I'm going to get a quick, got my Earl Grey tea in my snowman mug. The little things that bring me joy. Is Lupin a TV show? Or am I missing something? If it is a TV show, what is it about? Okay, so let's do a little wrapping here. I'm going to get a nice piece. We're going to do some testing to see if we like how this works out. So did Kristen end up using the branch when she designed with it? I didn't get to see what she made, or I saw it maybe, but in passing, and it didn't register. I think I was still possibly at the hospital. Which if you've ever spent any amount of time at the hospital, you know, just fries your brain. Okay, so I'm kind of hooking on. There's like a little spot there that I'm like, ooh, that's a good spot to hook on. And I'm just going to go around twice. I don't want to go crazy on this because I want to stay centered to a point. So I'm just going to wrap it to the best of my ability, and then I'm going to come up and do a wrap around the top like I would if I had made a loop. And the easiest way to do that is to grab my pair of pliers so that I'm getting in there nice and tight. So we have Alexa that we've been using. Oh, now she's listening. For when my husband needs to talk to me from downstairs or just from another room. So if you hear him come across our broadcast system, that means it's time for me to go because I have to go help him. But as long as he's quietly watching Rudolph, we should be able to do a little bit of beading. Okay, I'm just going to do one turquoise bead at the base of this piece. And then I'm going to make a loop similar to the one down here to attach my bird. So I'm going to go in kind of right above that bead, 90-degree angle. I made this wire super long, so I wasn't quite sure how it would come together. But it did pretty good. I want my birds to face the same direction. So that means I want it to go, let's see, I want it to go this way. There we go. And then I can wrap. Most of our kits do have like a little challenge piece in them. It's kind of a fun way for Kristen and I to challenge ourselves, but also to challenge all of you at the same time. When we put something in that's just a little difficult to use, like a branch with no holes. But it's kind of fun because it opens up your mind to the possibilities and just gives you something like a new component that you're using maybe in a different way than you would have otherwise. Oh. Becky, that's hilarious. Sue, he's doing okay. We're doing okay. He's got 2 more weeks of radiation and chemo. And then he gets a rest over the holiday season. And we have a lot of family visiting for the holidays. So it's going to be a really sweet holiday time for us. We're actually getting our tree tomorrow down at our local Catholic church. Somebody donated it to us. So we are going to go pick it out, and then they're going to deliver it for me, which was a really big blessing because I was really struggling with how I was going to get the tree in the house. You know, like those little logistical things that someone usually does in your family. And then when you get to them, you're like, oh, but how am I going to do this without, more help? My mom is kind of tiny. I don't know if you guys have seen any pictures of her. I don't post a lot of pictures of her because she doesn't particularly love pictures of herself, but she's pretty tiny and she's not like the most robust, like strongest person. So I've been like, I don't know how the two of us are gonna get this tree in the house, but they will deliver it and then bring it into the house and put it on the tree stand for me. So that's a huge help. And definitely making my kids very excited and happy because they have been obsessively asking when we're getting our tree. Okay. Turn this up. Looking good. So I'm just expecting it to be like a really great holiday season. I also, you guys, I struck gold at Rayleigh's, which is a grocery market out here in California. I got my turkey for like $6.50. And it was a good turkey. Like I brined it the night before, which I don't know that I've ever done before. But I just had the time and the supplies, and I was like, I'm just gonna try it, see what happens. I think I was missing my creative side, hadn't been making things as much. Man, it turned out so juicy and tasty. Definitely be doing that again. But I couldn't believe I just happened to be ordering on the app because right now I have our groceries being delivered. I used to at least go pick them up to save time, but now I'm like, I can't even find the time to go pick them up. So I've been having them delivered, and I just one day, like there was a really good deal and couldn't believe it. Okay. I don't know why I can't quite get this little leg to go in. Does that ever happen where you're like, why is that just... I'm going to nick this wire trying to get this to like sit the way I want it to, but I will not let go until it is tucked into place. Let's see if I can go. All right, I'm going to let it go after this little pinch here. And string my bead. I see Terry commenting she finds she actually saves money with grocery delivery. I think I do too, especially with kids. Like if I have to take the kids to the grocery store, forget it. They just like pile so much stuff in the cart that I would never want to get normally. So it's a huge savings. This loop is just a little bit... It's a little too long. The leg is just a little too long. So this is what you do if you don't like something in craft wire and you want to make it again. You get your handy dandy nylon jaw pliers and you just make that baby again. I'm going to go closer to that bead and then I think I will like it. I'm trying to match this other side. I don't want one side to look really different than the other side, right? We want them to be pretty similar. Okay, and I want my bird to face this way, so I need to put it on this way. And I'm just going to hold on to my loop. And are they all facing? Oh yeah, they are. Cute. Look at those little birds of a feather. They look so good. I feel like this is like a perfect little family. You've got your mom and dad there at the top and the little birds at the bottom. Of course, it will not lay flat, but I think it'll hang just fine. But hangs great. Does not lay flat on a flat surface for anything. Oh, Terry, I'm so glad you're here. It's good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. I know, Sue. I don't know why I wasn't even doing it before. It's worked out really well. Having the groceries delivered. I had Costco delivered for the first time because I needed dog food, and we get our dog food at Costco. And I can always get other stuff at Costco, but I didn't have anything so pressing. And I realized it was Thanksgiving week, and they're just with all the appointments and things we have. I was like, how am I going to get over there to Costco? You know, like I just physically don't know how I'm going to get over there. And so I'm going to get 2 strands, and I'm actually probably going to double it because I want to use those duos. So I finally got on the app. I had never done that before, and I ordered dog food and dog treats and just like a few other snack foods that I know the kids like. And it all just came, and I think it was free of charge, or it was like a very small fee. Well worth not going there on Black Friday. well worth it. Then I didn't have to run out of dog food like in the middle of Thanksgiving weekend. Okay, so I'm going down. I love how it balances too so nicely. I'm going to go down, and then I'm going to crimp in the center of my wire. And I'll use the magical crimpers. All of our beading wire is 25% off. No coupon necessary through tomorrow night. You can get every color, every diameter, different lengths, whatever it is that you need to stock up on. Now is a great time to go do that. And we do not have a sale like that very often. That is our last minute Black Friday, day after Thanksgiving sale. Because we have been so busy, we haven't had a chance to like be super thoughtful of something new or different. We're like, let's just put Soft Flex on sale and make everybody super happy that they can stock up on their Soft Flex. Okay, so I'm doing 2 strands on both sides. So I'm going to see first, what will 2 strands fit through? Because if I can't put it through the bead twice, then it has to be single, which is fine. But it's good to know. Like, I'd really like both to fit through this blue bead. Nope. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, well. Okay, so I'm going to grab some of these turquoise. And I think I'm going to do 3. So I'm going to, just like my birds, I'm going to do 2 on one wire and 1 on the other wire. So they kind of offset each other. And that one will kind of sit in the center. And next, I might go for one of these big blue. Let's see how that looks on there. I like using the duos with something like this because it lets the wire show, but also if you just like offset beads, it lets that wire kind of peek out, and it just adds another color to what you're making. So I want to get a little bit of that red in there. But what I think I'll do is I think I'll do the same thing I did with the turquoise, but with these golds, and see how that looks. And then I'll put the red in. So I'm getting a little bit of that dark gold color. Man, it feels so good to bead. I missed you guys. It's nice to be able to do normal things sometimes. Normal for me things. And kind of center that. Ooh, that looks cool. I like how those kind of fit together. Okay, so now I'm going to come up and I'm going to try one of these duo beads and see how that looks. So on these ones, there's 2 holes. I'm going to string 1 wire through each of the 2 holes. And always stop and just assess. Do you like it? What don't you like about it? You know, one of the challenges I'm seeing here is this blue is a little different than these blues. Is that going to bother me? I don't know. Maybe. But I'm going to keep going and see. So I'm going to do more of the gold. And maybe another blue. I feel like that blue is going to bother me. Is it bothering anyone else? How do you feel about that blue with this blue? Do you feel good about it, or does it bother you? It's kind of hard to tell probably on the screen, huh? I feel like I like this blue better. I also really like these, and they match the turquoise. Okay, we're gonna go back. The craft wire is not on sale, but we will have a sale on it soon. Do not fear. We will have a sale on it soon. Okay, I'm gonna go. Thinking this one I'm gonna like better with that color. I'm gonna go with this one and see what happens if I can get both wires through it. Ugh, don't tell me I can't get both wires through that bead. All right, that's not the answer. I will not give up. Let's do this. Let's start with a super duo. And let's go straight for that big turquoise. Because I always like to have my big weight in front, you know? I like to build from biggest in the center to smallest on the top. So I'm taking both of these. And I think what I was trying to do is get the blue in there, but the wire is the blue. I don't really need another blue. Let's see. Super duo. We'll see how this feels. I'm already feeling better about it. I'm already liking it better. Doesn't that look like a nice pattern? I like that. Okay, now maybe we add in some of those gold. Now we could do these ones, but we could also do like something brighter. We could also do one of these, which I used at the bottom. That may be kind of fun. We could do the turquoise again. Ooh, what if we did the turquoise and then that oval? Let's see how that looks. So I'm going to put 2 on, because I did like the triple sectioning of that. So I'm going to put 2 on one strand, 1 on one, and then will this go through twice? It's always the question. I am just striking out on the 2 strands today. Oh, is it going? Oh, it's just barely. I did it. Sometimes you can put 2 strands through almost everything, and then other times it's like, why is this not fit through anything? Oh, that's looking pretty. I like it. I'm feeling so much better about that. Hi, Shakita. Shakita or Shaquisha? I can never tell. Oh yeah, the teal bird bead. That's a good idea. I like that idea. Yeah, this is going well. I'm liking this. All right, I'm going to do a few more, and then I probably have to let you guys go and go check on my husband. But thank you for joining me today. I hope you will enjoy that bead code that I put together last minute for you with Damien's help. Kristen doesn't even know it's happening. And it's not going in an email or anywhere else. It's just for you who tune in and watch us on the regular. It's a big thank you for hanging out with us regularly and just being our buddies. All beads 25% off, gemstones, ceramic beads, anything in that bead category, you are going to get that discount. Use coupon code MARY, and then all beading wires are ready 25% off, no coupon needed. So just add that to your cart and you will get that discount. So will it go through the coin bead twice? Will I like that there? Those are the questions I'm asking. So glad to see you guys today too. It just worked out so well. Kristen, I don't think it's going to go through this one twice. Let me see if I can luck out by pushing it through. No, I don't think so. You could easily just do this, like you can go over the side of it and attach it. Now, this might end up on the front of your necklace sometimes, but that's okay too if you wanted to do that. I don't think I'm going to. I think this would be really cute with this little, wouldn't those be the cutest little earrings? Oh, super cute. Those little birds. And it would kind of match my necklace too. Okay, do I need to add anything more here to feel like it's complete? Is the question. I feel pretty good about it. Like, I don't think it needs much more. I wouldn't have minded having this cube now that I see it. Could have been pretty, but this turquoise bead is really quite lovely. I love the pop of the red in there is really nice. So I think I'm just going to crimp it. Grab my 2x2mm crimps. There should have been a package inside the Birds of a Feather kit. I was saying at the beginning, this would make such a great Christmas present. Just grab the kit, Birds of a Feather, grab some crimping pliers and cutters. You can send them links to the videos that Kristen and I did. Maybe grab them a 22 gauge spool of craft wire as well. So now I'm going to go here and just crimp this in place. And then with those 2 wires to go to the other side, I'll probably just twist them and it'll give it a little bit of a thicker wire. And it'll give it kind of a fun texture. It's fun to do this with 2 different colors. It almost can look like candy stripes, like if you were to do red and white. Speaking of candy stripes, you know how the girls are in Girl Scouts and they're in the holiday parade here in Benicia every year. This year, the theme is treats. And so the girls are dressing up in stripes to be candy canes and then handing out candy canes throughout the holiday parade. I'm still kind of working out the logistics about how to go. I think someone else will take them and then I'll be able to just go be there for the actual parade and pick them up and bring them home. But everything's so complicated when someone's not feeling well, you know, got to really figure out a lot of details. So you guys can kind of see how that ends up looking when it's twisted. It's really pretty. This is something Kristen started doing years ago. And I really was like baffled that it didn't untwist, but it doesn't. It stays twisted and it just looks really pretty. So once you crimp it on the other side, it'll just kind of stay in that fun twisted shape. And you can do it with more than 2 colors if you wanted to, you know, buy a trio and twist them together. And it's going to look really, really fun. Very pretty. And I'm just going to go the whole length. I'm going to crimp it when I'm almost to the end. And then I'll just add the beads on the same pattern that I just had strung on the other side. And I can do that on my own time after I check on my hubby and make sure he's doing okay. Right. I think that's good. I'm just going to kind of straighten out here. And I'll just take those 2 ends, grab a crimp, and crimp it together. Thanks for everybody who's been like regularly leaving comments on the Caring Bridge website. I see you and I try to like all of them and let you know that I've read them. But those little comments really make my day and they lift me up and they lift Joshua up too when he makes it over there to read what people have left there. So thank you for that. It's really quite lovely to have so much love around us. And we've been really overwhelmed with how everybody has stepped up to help us in so many different ways. Okay, so now I'm just going to repeat this and attach back here. And then I will take a picture of it and post it onto the Soft Flex Company Instagram so that you can see the final thing. But it's pretty good. Like the this one got a little caught, but the birds are hanging really nicely. The weight distribution is really good. It's feeling nice, like it makes sense. And I love how this little beaded part up here turned out as well. So it's good. I can't wait to go through the BIB site and see what you guys made with the same kit. And hopefully I'll be able to do that later tonight as well. I know Thomas puts together a blog every time, so I usually definitely try to look at the blog and see what everybody has been making. Let's go here. So thank you guys for all of your support and love. Thank you for taking good care of Soft Flex Company as I've been away and still putting in those orders and buying lots of fun things from us, like the kit. I'm so very glad to spend time with all of you as well. I obviously love my job. I love all of you. I miss beading. I'm still working. I just work like 5 or 6 hours a day when I can fit it in. And Soft Flex Company has been so gracious to allow me to do that. My coworkers have picked up a lot of slack and been super helpful. And then all of you guys have been such a great support as well. So Thank you. And happy Cyber Monday. I hope you're getting some great deals out there, including this great deal that I have listed below. For viewers only, use coupon code Mary, MERRY, get 25% off on our entire bead category, and treat yourself to some beautiful gemstones or CZs or check glass beads, and also get your beading wire while the getting's good as well. No coupon necessary, 25% off the entire beading wire category, which is pretty amazing. I hope you guys buy a ton of wire and get all stocked up for the holiday season to be making. I love all of you too. Thank you for all the prayers, good wishes, the little comments that you leave me, the messages. Some of you email me and leave me encouraging messages there. I see all of those. I may not always respond because I'm just so dang busy trying to keep up with everything, but I do see them and they do mean a lot to me. So thank you very much. And thank you, Damien, for hopping on in the background suddenly and putting the coupon together suddenly, and always being game to help me out with whatever scheme I've come up with. All right. Happy Cyber Monday, everybody. And I will be back Wednesday, hopefully at 3 p.m. Pacific for this thick gingerbread design kit. We are going to go all Christmas. I'll have my tree up. Maybe I can show you guys the tree if I get a chance. Yes. Thank you for all the wonderful positive energy and thoughts. I appreciate it. In the meantime, go shop at softflexcompany.com and support one of your favorite small businesses. Bye, everybody.